Just like it happened again, Worlds and Harem got censored and there's some skipped content when it comes to it. And honestly, this was so far the better episode. I really hate that they skipped the content because while yes, you could say it was minimal and it didn't really matter, but at the same time, it overall tells the story of what's happening in the good stuff. Not to mention, they already skipped a lot when it comes to like episode 2 and episode 1, honestly. So just going, especially episode 2, but going just to say that you skip just a little bit of content is not good, honestly, because they can just skip whatever they want. And this is probably the time and place where you're thinking, oh, so this is what they were spending time trying to fix the anime over. This is what they were spending time to do. So far, episode 3 has to be my favorite episode, honestly, so far. Because I understand the main character. I get their intention. I understand the character of the male character this time around. Because, yeah, you had, like, the other guy, which, that's fine, but at the same time, he's not doing any kind of clapping. I can't really, like, root for the guy because all he's just trying to do is trying to fix a way to beat this virus, honestly. And, yeah, that's fine, but at the same time, I'm just at this point kind of like, I don't really care for the main character, honestly. The side characters are way more interesting than what the main character is. Granted, he's trying to do something cooler, but still, I have more faith in the side characters with interesting plots than I could ever see with the main character, honestly. So that's just how that goes, honestly. And with episode 3, honestly, I think we might have the best character, in my opinion, and that's Doi. Like, to be perfectly honest. Doi is a man that got bullied, ass kicked, literally pissed on, which is absolutely crazy. I mean, after I saw Baki and how he got pissed on, I kind of had my feel of people getting pissed on, honestly. Yavar pissed on people, freaking Biscuit pissed on people. Now you have my boy Doi going through it, except he just can't tank it though. He can't tank it, pretty much. That's the unfortunate part. He tanks it, but he just goes around feeling embarrassed, and it sucks. First, and also, why is another man I probably shouldn't say this, but why is another man pissing on another person, on another dude? Like, pause. Have you not heard about sus? Like, bro, that is about the sussest thing you could ever do to another person is piss on them, especially if it's a dude. Like, honestly. And here's another thing when it comes to anime, and this is just my personal thing, is that anytime they get grabbed up by the shirt, I'm like, what you trying to do then? At that point, my ass can't properly fight, but I'm biting or doing something. I don't care. This is not happening to me. Even if I get my ass stomped out, hey, at least I didn't get pissed on. That's the whole thing. My boy Doi just kept getting tanked and pretty much getting beaten and kept getting ignored. And it sucked. Really. I was like, man, honestly, I'm glad the NK virus came through and take them out because honestly, I ain't gonna lie, I would have to jump into this world and help my boy out a little bit, honestly, because this is just sad. And then the friends that he's supposed to have didn't really back him up either. Like, that's like some, honestly, that's like when black people be like, I ain't see nothing, I ain't snitching, I ain't seeing nothing. I'm like, you can't help out the homie who helped you out. My boy had something to do with his heart, had that disease that had to do something with his heart. And pretty much, I think the most disrespectful part about all of it too is that when he had to announce that he has to leave, no one cared. Literally, no one cared except for the music teacher, and that's it. Literally, Yuzu, the sensei, was the only lady that cared. No one else gave a damn, except his sister too. But that's about it. No one else cared. And that's so low, honestly. That is so whack as hell. Even if I don't know you, and this is just a common respect, even if I don't know you personally, even if I'm the one that's literally gonna be on the outside about to die to this MK virus, my ass gonna be like, hey, my boy, hopefully you make it through. You know, hopefully you'll be kicking ass in the next 5 years, honestly. Because I mean, how could you imagine dipping out for the next 5 years and not seeing what's going on? Like, that's crazy. But anyway, my boy, hopefully you make it. I'll be praying for you, and God bless, honestly. Like, that's my whole reaction to the thing. Like, even if I don't know you like that, if I heard something like that to happen to someone, especially one of my classmates, even if I don't know you, even if we don't get along, I'll be like, and if you really never really caused a problem, I'll be like, hey, my boy, you know, like, peace out. Hopefully you get some good help. Hopefully your ass be alright in the next few years, alright? And that's literally like my whole thing. But no one gave a damn. They just said, hey, who the hell is this N-word? That's what they pretty much gave him. So pretty much he had to tell his sister, you know, he has to dip out, even though his sister is pretty damn fine. And she in America? Shoot, that saved me some time. We in the same country. Anyway, he goes to sleep, and obviously the usual happens. He wakes up, realizes that, you know, 5 years has passed and the MK virus yeeted all men. But the thing that kept getting in my mind, and something I'm hoping that actually does happen, is that Doi was literally like, hey yo, the bullies, they're gone. I guess I don't have to worry about the guys anymore, because I really haven't seen any other men around, so maybe they died too. And yeah, pretty much they are gone. But my question is, where is the girl? Because obviously the virus killed men, not women. So where is that one girl at? I want to see some redo of Healer, okay? Look, now, this is gonna sound really hypocritical, but honestly, I'm not down for dark fantasy. I'm not down for any type of thing like that. Redo a Healer completely was jacked up, honestly, with how it did these scenes. But if anybody needs some revenge, if anybody needs to pull some Redo a Healer nonsense, it's Doi, 100%. I hope he finds that girl, and hopefully actions will happen, honestly, because if that happens, and if it does happen and Doi finally gets some revenge, I am here for it. In fact, I'm probably going to read the manga too, just because the anime keep messing up, but definitely I'm probably going to read the manga just to see if it does happen. But he needs his revenge, I'm not even gonna lie. So yeah, definitely Doi. But anyway, Doi needs that revenge, pull that Redo a Healer, honestly, make some Princess Flare thing happen, and that's what pretty much what we need. Anyway, honestly, this is the person I'm like, yeah, you well deserve this, honestly. You deserve to clap as many ladies as you like, honestly. Because when it comes down to all this, you might as well start clapping, because you deserve it. Out of anybody here, you deserve it the most, because your ass got bullied, your ass kept getting manhandled by so many people. You deserve some type of reward after all this nonsense, and my boy did get rewarded, literally clapping the teacher. When I saw him getting clapped by the teacher, or actually the teacher was clapping him, or actually he was about to clap the teacher, when, you know, that stuff happened when she said, hey, come to my room at night, I was so happy for my boy. I was like, hey, we about to clap some teacher cheeks, hey. I was down for the cause on that one, because it reminded me of how I was when I was playing Persona 5 and I was thinking about Kawakami. I was like, ooh, about to clap some teacher cheeks this Valentine's Day. Hey, we about to clap teacher song today. Anyway, point is, the man's clapped, he got some good action in, and you know, there's other girls in this episode too that was really good, especially the prominent athlete chick. I don't know her name, but you also had the one other character that I'm actually looking forward for if we get more scenes of her, which I think her name was like Rain, which honestly, my goodness, she is absolutely fine. 100%. Yes, I am down bad for the flat chestedness. Shut up. Anyway, I'm really hoping someone comes out and make either a Kokatsu model, or either just go ahead and make some good old 2D content. I'm down for either which way you want it. Anyway, when it comes down to all this in the end though, pretty much he's about to clap again. Mans is about to clap again with the teacher, because you know they finna have a whole thing together, and now the girl that's basically the caretaker for Doi is pretty much just like, you know, I ain't gonna lose to these other two dudes that's walking around right now. So we'll see what happens. But and that's pretty much how the episode ends. Obviously, still a lot of skipped content, a lot of skipped nonsense that really happened, and it's really annoying because yes, why you can say it's minimal and why you can say it's not really anything you should be worried about because the scenes didn't really matter too much. But that's the whole point of Worlds in Harem. It's supposed to go show you the uncensored nonsense, not the censored blocky stuff that you see on Crunchyroll, not the cut and skipped scenes when it comes to the show. They should be able to show you what is going on and still tell you the kick-ass story of what it's supposed to be. So that's and that's the whole point of Worlds in Harem. It's supposed to show you all the good gracious stuff. Hell, it should even expand on a lot of this. And again, it just goes to show Crunchyroll is knowing nothing but taking these series and literally messing with you. That's it, honestly. And so really, this is the conclusion of what I come down to when it comes to Crunchyroll. and this whole anime. Most likely the anime is gonna be screwed. The anime is gonna be screwed, and I'd rather have you guys read the manga as much as you probably don't want to. And I'm just grateful for whatever scenes we get at this point. But honestly, if you really don't want Crunchyroll to keep screwing over ecchi genre and fan service like this in general, stop giving Crunchyroll your money. That's it. You don't need to give Crunchyroll your money. Once they start going under, don't worry about, oh, where I'm going to watch my anime now. There'll be another competitor to come through, and then things will happen. Magic and great stuff will happen. If Sony has a hand in it, already know it's not great. So when Crunchyroll, and especially Crunchyroll's already laundry list of nonsense, you already know that they're not going to do anything good for you either. So definitely, when it comes down to it, stop giving Crunchyroll your money. Literally, you're watching a series that's meant to be looted, that's meant to be uncensored, yet it's censored to all hell, and for what reason? It makes no damn sense. So really, when it comes down to all this, stop giving Crunchyroll your money. If you really want to hurt it bad, if you really wanted to, you could have been done it, but no one really does it, and it's so stupid. Literally, if the creator of this show would have turned their attention to High Dive or somewhere else where, you know, the uncensoredness wouldn't be so messed up or something like that, or the anime wouldn't have to get fixed or anything like that, we could probably see a lot more scenes. We could probably even see it even being expanded on, honestly, because we miss a fair few amount of actions when it comes to Doi's situation, and it sucks. So definitely, if you really wanted to stop Crunchyroll, now is the time. If you want to really take Crunchyroll down under and make them go bankrupt or whatever the hell you want, now is the time for you to do it. It will be the time for you to do it, so future shows don't get the same nonsense treatment, honestly. And then for all intents and purposes, you have plenty of ways to watch anime. It's unconventional, and yes, it sucks on the animators in Japan and stuff on their part, but honestly, if this is the option that you're saying that I have to use to see Worlds in Harem and anime, and I don't even get exactly what I want, I'd rather not watch the Crunchyroll version. I'd rather not. I'd rather just find my way to spend it on a third-party site and watch it from an actual source, as I guess you could say. Because what they did to Doi's story was messed up. They really took a lot of scenes, especially with episode 2, where they skipped a bunch of content and went all over the place. So yeah, I really feel like, and they didn't even go back into show off what they skipped off or anything. No, they just went ahead and do what they wanted. So, and imagine when next episode come out, because there is a blowjob scene, which is the first damn scene with Doi, which I'm going to spoil for you, but imagine if they skipped that too. And I feel like they probably would. So again, don't give Crunchyroll your money. So definitely, that's what I wanted to cover for this one. Again, it sucks to see Worlds in Harem getting this type of treatment. Hopefully, there's one more manga series that I'm really hoping getting an anime, and that's Parallel Paradise. If you don't know what that is, there's an old video of me talking about it, so go watch that if that intrigues you, because it's super lewd. If Parallel Paradise ever gets an anime, don't take it to Crunchyroll. For the love of everything, do not take it to Crunchyroll. Put that on High Dive or whatever service that will allow uncensored content. But yeah, that's pretty much all that I want to talk about for this one, so hopefully you did enjoy. If you did, be sure to like, share, subscribe, hit the bell notification way out. Also follow me on Twitter to talk and likes and donate to the channel. Patreon and Ko-Fi is available as well. And until then, this is your boy Jay, sign off. Have a blessed day.